Driving While Black, a documentary by Ric Burns, chronicles the discrimination and violence African Americans have often encountered while driving.
In order to understand what's happening today, we felt strongly that you had to go all the way back to slavery, because that's the point where freedom is denied and mobility is denied.
The film documents how during the U.S. antebellum era, plantation owners employed slave patrols to monitor and punish slaves who tried to escape. It portrays these slave catchers as a precursor to white supremacists and some local sheriffs of the post-slavery Jim Crow era who targeted African American motorists from the 1920s to the 1960s.
Liberty is locomotion. It was a form of self-empowerment. You drive, automobile. You get to go where you want, when you want, not sit in the back of the bus, but also an opening to a whole world of challenge as you now must navigate this spaces where African mobility is seen as worrisome and unpleasant and to be stopped by a large cohort of white Americans.
Perils grew for black motorists at night.
So one of the hazards of driving was encountering people who were less interested in you being in that particular neck of the woods. And I say neck of the woods, a neck in the woods, watch out for, being lynched or being harassed or terrified.
How do you navigate the segregated highways of America if you're an African American, where if your daughter needs to go to the bathroom, if you need to put gasoline in your automobile, if, God forbid, you have a medical emergency, where are you going to sleep? Where are you going to eat? Where will you get your hair done?
The Negro Motorist Green Book listed such places. It was published in 1936 by New York postal carrier Victor Hugo Green and put small African American businesses across the country on the map. Eventually, says Ric Burns, the expansion of America's highways offered a level of protection to African American drivers, giving them alternatives to state and local roads. However, the film shows African American drivers continue to be racially profiled and disproportionately likely to be stopped by the police.
And so if people want to say, what is this thing, structural racism, systemic racism, which has this kind of abstract quality at first glance. It's not abstract, it's profoundly concrete.
Penelope Pulu, VOA News, Washington.